Peace isn't the absence of noise. It's when the silence inside finally stops arguing, but most minds never reach it. They run in circles, chasing calm inside chaos. The mind wants control, the soul seeks truth, and between them, anxiety is born. It's the ache between what you know and what you feel. The mind says, "Be reasonable." The soul whispers, "But this isn't me." That tension, that quiet war, is where your peace hides. You see, the mind is an architect, building walls of logic, timelines, and rules. But the soul is wind, flowing through what the mind tries to contain. When one overpowers the other, you lose the rhythm of life. Too much mind, and you turn mechanical. Too much soul, and you drift without anchor. True alignment isn't about choosing one. It's about teaching both to dance in sync. Ever noticed how right life feels when effort disappears? When time dissolves and you forget yourself in creation? That's alignment, not performance, but presence. Yet most people live out of tune. They think what they were taught to think. They feel what they're allowed to feel. They chase dreams they never chose, and then wonder why peace feels foreign. That's the cost of disconnection. The mind obeys patterns. The soul obeys purpose. And when patterns suffocate purpose, something inside you quietly dies. You'll notice it in small moments. The perfect job that drains you. The relationship that looks right but feels wrong. The success that gets applause, but no peace. It's the signal of misalignment, a body moving while the spirit stands still. The mind builds cages and calls them castles. It says, "Be realistic. Don't feel too much. Follow the plan." But the soul just waits for the moment you realize the plan was never the point. The point was connection, harmony, to let thought and truth finally shake hands. So how do you align? By slowing down enough to hear both voices, the one that thinks and the one that knows. Ask your mind for logic, but ask your soul for direction. They're two halves of the same compass. Alignment begins when you stop trying to control life and start trying to understand it. When you stop asking, "What should I do?" and start asking, "What feels true?" Because truth has a frequency, and your soul recognizes it instantly. That's why certain people or places feel wrong, even when they look perfect. Your intuition isn't chaos, it's memory, ancient, familiar, precise. A reminder that wisdom isn't in thinking harder, but in listening deeper. The soul doesn't speak in words, it speaks in sensations. A tight chest when you're betraying yourself. A wave of calm when you're aligned. That's not emotion, that's communication. Most call it a gut feeling. Psychologists call it somatic intelligence, but ancient wisdom calls it what it truly is. The meeting point of body, mind, and soul. When they meet, decisions feel guided, actions feel effortless. Life stops feeling like a chase. It becomes a flow. But remember, alignment isn't permanent. It's a daily return, a sacred recalibration, because every noise you ignore widens the gap again. So listen to the mind that guards you, to the soul that guides you, to the harmony they create when neither is trying to win. Because when the mind meets the soul, wisdom isn't learned, it's remembered. And maybe awakening isn't becoming something new, but remembering who you always were. Now tell me, when was the last time you felt aligned, not with the world, but with yourself?